bouncing around the backcountry.
I enjoy being outside. I enjoy the scenery. It's just fun to get out and ride.
It's an exciting way to explore Arizona.
All the different terrains that Arizona has, it's not just a desert.
The adventure shifts your senses into overdrive. It can be as thrilling as a roller coaster.
You never know what you're going to see or what you're going to come across.
Or as relentlessly relaxing as a Sunday drive. Beautiful, exhilarating, peaceful.
Sure tickles my soul to do things like this, you know.
Welcome to the Arizona Peace Trail.
What's exciting to me for the Arizona Peace Trail is, number one, the amount of miles that it covers.
It's a 675-mile loop in western Arizona that runs through 3 Arizona counties, Yuma, La Paz, and Mojave.
This trail takes you into a lot of the backcountry in western Arizona. It also takes you to all the small communities between Bullhead and Kingman and Yuma. This has brought a whole sector of tourism back to these communities, and they're beginning to grow. Matter of fact, Wickiup has actually expanded their little hotel from 3 rooms to 5 rooms.
This is our 3rd winter that we started doing this. We just came over the mountain to go down to Wickiup for some breakfast. And
Brian and Andy came from Michigan to spend a couple of months and some money in Arizona.
we're going to take some of the Peace Trail. There's a spot we like to go to.
When we heard about the Arizona Peace Trail, we decided we wanted to do it. So we've been asking friends for quite some time if anybody wants to go with us, and all of our friends decided they wanted to go. So.
Louise and her friends left their homes in Lake Havasu City to spend a week on the trail.
Are y'all having a good time?
Yeah.
Great time.
We leave here, Salome, in the morning, and we go to Yuma. And then the following night we'll be in Quartzsite, and then we go back on Friday to Lake Havasu. So that'll be 6 days on the trail.
The Arizona Peace Trail gets its name from La Paz County. La Paz is Spanish for the peace.
Okay, I guess we're ready to go, right?
The trail got its start after various plans had been introduced to create OHV routes in different parts of the region.
Radio check. Bruce, do you have a copy?
OHV enthusiasts suggested combining those ideas into a single project on a much grander scale. To move the plan forward, members of about 14 OHV clubs formed Arizona Peace Trail Incorporated.
It's a nonprofit corporation we established in 2015 just for the purpose of supporting BLM Game and Fish to get this completed.
J.C. Sanders was its first chairman. He's a snowbird from Kentucky with a winter home in Bouse.
The first big milestone was just to identify a potential route, and that took us about a year and a half working with the different clubs and trying different routes and coming up with something that was feasible.
You know, the work that's been put in is countless volunteer hours. They're the boots on the ground, riding the trails, seeing which ones work, which ones will not.
Building a trail was never an option. The project uses the vast network of trails and roads that already existed.
We're using a lot of mining trails. We're using some county roads, everything from graded roads to moderately difficult trails.
With a grant from Arizona State Parks, the Peace Trail Committee developed a master plan. It's been working with private landowners and government agencies to secure rights of way ever since.
There's been a lot of challenges. It's been a lot of fun though, because you get to meet so many people solving the problems.
There's been an abundance of support from the BLM, state parks, state land department, Arizona Game and Fish, and officials at all levels of government.
I think the first milestone that I'm very proud of is the sign right here, the Arizona Peace Trail sign. This happens to be the first one that was actually installed in La Paz County.
As an off-road enthusiast and La Paz County supervisor, Holly Irwin has supported the trail from the start.
I could see the definite benefit that it would bring to the restaurants, the hotels, the gas stations. Bringing the monies into these little areas was so important, so it wasn't hard to jump on board.
Now she's doing more of the heavy lifting after becoming chair of the Arizona Peace Trail Committee in January of 2021.
You know, there's a lot of work to do, but I get phone calls probably every other day from people reaching out, wanting more information on the Arizona Peace Trail, and they're coming from all over the country. So, you know, the buzz is out there.
The Peace Trail has definitely become a point of pride for Western Arizona.
It's 675 miles, and by the time you go into the little towns to get fuel and food and lodging, it usually ends up around 700, between 700 and 725. And it takes me 6 days to ride it because I stay in hotels. Camping, the ideal trip would probably be 2 weeks. And just take your time. There's so much to see.
The idea for the trail came from the community. It came from the off-roaders. Initially, it was for them all about access. They wanted to ensure that they had access for the future. But over time, that evolved into wanting to make sure that people were out here doing the right thing, that they were recreating responsibly and safely.
The club's main goal and the Peace Trail's main goal is to maintain the trails or stay on the trails. Don't tear them up. If we start tearing trails up, tearing the side of the desert up, going everywhere where there's no trails, eventually we're going to get shut out. We're not going to have this to do.
So much has been accomplished, but as of 2021, the trail remains a work in progress.
I'm really excited for the future. I'm looking forward to us getting the real estate issues behind us. We're still in the process of getting it established to the point that we can apply for national trail status.
In the meantime, the best place to start planning a trip on the Arizona Peace Trail is online at arizonapeacetrail.org.
It's fun to do.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's just a real adventure to complete the entire loop.